Thank God.
Thank God for life. 2010, 21.
1 year after, right?
Yes.
I'm sure it's there because men talking about the people can't dodge it. So they have it, all of them emblazoned on their front page. But I've seen the Tiwa Savage set.
Oh, okay.
Why would people do that? Why would you have record a session, a private session? It's in discretion, right?
Oh, I'm reserving my comments.
But you saw it?
Yes, I did.
That's it. I want to be sure it's not limit.
I didn't know I said it. So I'm just holding my tongue in that conversation.
Talk about it in community comment.
Oh my dear God.
Let's start with the punch this morning. Endsars anniversary. Police occupy Lekkitollgate. Others, activists set for protest. And the riders here, protesters, security agents may clash as youths insist on commemorative rally. Organizers reject indoor anniversary to converge under bridge, hold possession. Police deploy massive operatives in Federal Capital Territory strategic location. Page 4. That's where the story is for the punch this morning. We'll talk about this in detail, I think.
We'll start. I mean, today is the anniversary of 2010-20. I remember this day very well. I remember it very well because I spent almost all my day here at the office, you know, and at around 11 o'clock, there was a breaking news. The governor announced a 24-hour curfew on this state. First time ever. You know, in a long year. For those of us who are of a certain age, first time 24-hour curfew. It was like war. And he said the curfew will take effect from 4 p.m. You know, and the question a lot of people asked him is, you don't know that this is Lagos. How can we leave our offices and get home before 4 p.m.? Exactly. It's practically impossible to impose a curfew in Lagos and not give time. That discussion was ongoing. And the governor, Governor Bajidison, was very confused on that day. In fact, confused throughout the period of the Endsars. He couldn't manage. I think Governor Fonson will lose behavior, one of the failure of Endsars. One day we'll have that discussion. I mean, and that's why they always say that sometimes until you give power to men, you don't know how much strength they have. In the management of the entire scenario that became Endsars, Governor Sanwo-Olu feels badly. And I'm sure he knows that. Nobody needs to tell him that. But eventually, 4 o'clock couldn't happen because the young people were defiant. You know, at that time, already there was already a breakdown of law across the state. Hoodlums have waited and have taken opportunity to begin to attack private properties, to attack public properties, and to begin to loot. It was going to get out of his hands, you know. So Governor Sanwo-Olu called the army, and instead of asking them to deploy on the street and prevent hoodlums, you know, from spreading their violence further, he sent them to the toll gate. The army arrived at the toll gate shortly before 7. And that was at the point when I was leaving the office myself and I was driving home. You know, and I heard all the gunshots because my house is just very close to the toll gate. I heard it. I don't know, Twitter doesn't work these days. So, but if I go back to my tweets of that day, I remember I tweeted that day that what I was observing on that day. So the claim by the governor on that day that he didn't send to, he denied it. You know, but the army later looked at him and said, "You sent us now. You're the one that called us." Of course, the army came and did what the army does and left and called it fake news reactions. People reacted and said, "This is what happened." The army came and people were killed. You know, they told me the army denied it. All the fake news. What did the army do? All those gunshots. What was it? Does the army use rubber bullets? A lot of questions that still answered up till now. The 1 year after, you know, the governor of course set up a quick panel and. You know, a lot of the diversions, you know, a lot of the issues went to the panel. The panel disbanded the other day. I'm sure that apart from paying monies out to people who were not directly affected by the Endsars, nothing really was resolved there. You know, Lagos, the government knows how to throw money at problems. So they probably did 470 million to 410 million to 70 people. I think that's the end of the day on that matter. But we will not forget, a lot of people will not forget the event of 2010-20, especially those who saw the scenario, who managed to follow the chronology of events of that day. You know, it's very hard to say that because I see the argument every day on social media that where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? Of course, they took the bodies away. That is what happened. You know, they wouldn't leave it. You know, so all those questions, I think, are the issues that a lot of young people want to answer today when they decided that they want to commemorate the first anniversary of Endsars. You know, but I always say that it's a difficult time to do this. Nobody wants a breakdown of law and order again. Nobody wants the events of 2010-20 and the aftermath. You know, we saw those massive destruction of property along the Lekki corridor, up on the other end, the ShopRite stores, the Circle Mall, those buses that it breaks my heart every time I saw those cars, the attacks on policemen, even killing some of them, videos of policemen pulling their uniform and running away. I mean, no, it was bad enough. So, these are the memories we carry of 2010-20. Nobody wants a repeat. But the young people are defiant. They want to protest. They want to be able to say, this was 1 year ago. So it behoves now on security agencies to be able to handle this. The police have said no protest. Do it indoors. I don't know how they protest indoors. Or do it virtually. Maybe virtually, yes, I support that. A lot of young people rally around social media. You can make your protest around there. But nobody wants to see protests that would degenerate into another cycle of violence. That can cause a breakdown of land order, and then hoodlums will take advantage again. Because hoodlums are lucky. They're always around the corner. There's so much. You can't believe it. And most of them have planned for today too, that will be around. Anything that will take advantage. And it's looting. They want to break stores, they want to steal, and they want to harass innocent people. So this is big work on this day, this occasion of the first anniversary. For security agents especially, and for government to be able to do the right thing, be able to say that it is important that we commemorate this day. I heard Governor Sanwo-Olu yesterday at a youth forum, saying that the youth have a reason to ask for better. Yes, they always must ask for better, because in what the government has to provide for young people in this country, it has been nothing so far. And of course the event of 2020 will always remind us of a failure of not just government, but also, of what led to Endsars itself, the brutalization and the bad behavior of the Nigerian police, which is continuing unabated now.
Yeah.
In fact, it's even worse now than it was in the days before Endsars, because the police have formed, they've ended SARS, but it was just cosmetic changes. They have started a new kind of extortion, brutalization, and harassment of citizens, that go unnoticed, even though some of us notice.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.